Hi everyone, Soul Healing Angel here, again on a snowy Friday. I guess this would be a timeless message. It's not a reading, it's not a teaching. I'm going to share with you all. I felt compelled to start sharing about a little bit about what it is that I'm healing from. There are many things in my life. It's been a long journey. And there's just a couple things I'm going to share today. One of them is one of the first things that happened that was very traumatic in my life. That took me a long time. I don't know if I've even, excuse me, I don't know if I've truly healed from it, from this particular experience. When I was 15, I fell in love. I felt this young man was a soulmate. I don't know. Actually never got a reading on him. Something I probably will have to do. It was very passionate. We weren't supposed to be dating. We secretly dated. My parents, I was raised in an Italian household, very strict. We wrote beautiful love letters to each other. My brother would exchange them for us. Because it was such a hard year in school that I went to Catholic school. I got sick a lot that year. I think it was just because of the stress I was under. And he wrote me beautiful letters. He even wrote a couple songs to me. One he wrote, I never heard it. And then I ended up losing, many years later. I had kept those notes. And then I lost all of them in a move, which bothers me to this day that I lost everything. I have to let it go. I guess nothing's really truly lost. It's probably in the Akashic record somewhere. And it was only lasted for 6 months, but oh my God, it was just, it affected the rest of my life. And it's because he drowned, and of course unexpected. He was only 17, I was 16. I had to believe that there was a reason for that. There was a purpose. I felt that God brought us together for a reason. And it was very traumatic. I felt I was not permitted or never really grieved as I would have liked to, or I should have been permitted to grieve his loss here in the 3D on Earth. But my faith in God was strong. He had a faith in God as well. And it kept my faith in God strong, that there was a purpose, and that God had a purpose for me to stay on this plane, and that it kept me searching in terms of trying to find my purpose in life. It affected me, you know. I remember when I turned 40-ish, it was a midlife crisis. Again, that dark night of the soul, but it came up again in my life. So that was the first, one of the traumas in terms of that was huge in my life. There were others, I think, before that even, but that's the one I wanted to share with, one of the ones I wanted to share with you today, that truly affected my entire life. And it affected, actually his death affected so many people, because when a young person dies like that, it was a tight knit group, a small school. It affected many individuals. He was a kind, loving, strong young man, athletic but intelligent, musical. He wanted to be a journalist, but he was an artist as well. It was just tragic. At some point, his mother had given me, well, she sent back through his sister all the notes and letters and cards that I had written to him. So I had all those together. And there's still a place in my heart for him. There's that no one will ever fill. And it just, I've never experienced a love like that to this day. From when I was 16, I've not experienced a love in my life like that. I have never been loved like that since then. And I think I've searched for that love. So that's a trauma that I'm still healing from. Then the most recent was another trauma. I met someone. I thought they were a professional. I thought they were mature. I met them in a professional situation. They were recommended by a professional. And went out to dinner and all that. And this person led me to believe that we would have a relationship. It would be more than just one experience, one night, more than one experience. And boy, did I fall hard. Let me tell you, this person knew what to say, what to do. And led me on. And I slept with this person. But I learned later on, and this person ended up, we texted for a long time and communicated and all that. And I actually moved for this person since I thought we had lived at a distance. And I thought if I moved closer, that we could meet closer and all that. And actually it ended up, I moved for them, but it ended up being a good move because I moved to my hometown. Excuse me. And I reconnected with friends and relatives, and it ended up being a good decision. God was with me. But they led me to believe, they left things at my house. So I thought, oh, they're going to come back. We're going to meet, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a future there. So they knew what to do. And there was a connection. I think later on, I learned that I think this person was either a false twin or a twin flame. But this person, and we had some kind of a contract, but this person broke that contract. They ended up ghosting me. And then I just I said, that's it. I didn't hear from them. They left me alone. So I'm like, that's it. So I just cut them off too. I didn't want to communicate. But what I believe that they did was that this person was an energy vampire. By sleeping with me, they took my energy, my essence, and took that energy and spread it with the community that they live with, and took that energy and shared it. And that there's someone, now this is where it gets really crazy. There's someone out there that's in imitation of me, but masking themselves in my energy, which I did not know at the time, but I knew that this person did me wrong. And I was traumatized. I would say traumatized. I was heartbroken. This person broke my heart. And it was hard to get over that. It was just an eerie connection. And I think that's where I realized, that there was a twin flame aspect. That's why we grew so close so fast. And I think this person felt it too. They ended up being the runner. I was the chaser, if you learn and know anything about twin flames. But they ended up being a fallen flame. Their life has turned into going to the dark side for sure. But this is something that I've had to heal from, and it's taken time. And I've healed through meditation and prayer. I ended up writing a poem that I thought maybe could be a song. I don't know, but that was the second trauma, that the most recent trauma, or one of the most, not the most, but one of the most recent. So there's been so many things that I'll share with you as time goes on, but this one, as I've learned, has been pretty devastating. But I'm getting over it. I really am. But it's taken time. The grace of God, meditation, my faith has gotten me through. Thank goodness. Praise God.